The Dragon Age Veilguard controversy is huge right now, and I gotta tell you, it's actually kind of valid. I want to give you 3 reasons why you should probably just skip on playing Dragon Age Veilguard. Let's get into it. So a little bit of context, I have finished the game, so this is just, my personal opinions of reasons why I sit here and go, I didn't enjoy that. So this is 3 reasons why you shouldn't play the game, and let's just get straight into number 1. So quite frankly, the story. I am a main quest person, so take that as you will. I did not attempt side quests. I didn't get into different character side quests, none of that. I played the main quest and I was bored, brain dead. So the first to the 3rd chapter is really interesting. It sets everything up really well. Then straight up, the 3rd to the 11th chapter is straight a mess. It is just not necessary. Without spoiling anything with the story, that big chunk of the game, easy 8 to 11 hours of story, feels like nothing. Because the 1st and the 3rd, and the 11th to the 14th, that's the meat and bones. That's the story I wanted. So everything else in between, solid miss. Not happy with it. Anyway, let's get on with it. Get along with number 2, and this is a little bit relevant to the story, but the dialogue, oh my god. There is a skip function that skips individual pieces of dialogue, so you won't skip the whole cutscene or anything like that, but you will skip individual lines. And I was spamming that circle button like crazy sometimes because I was like, what are we talking about? Why is this necessary? This is ridiculous. Some of the dialogue was also so cheesy, like a really bad action movie that just didn't make sense with the plot. Like, it's so silly. And then you do get dialogue options, very similar to most other RPGs, but God forbid if I think none of your decision matters. I did play the game against a mate here. He had a different story elements that I did based on your decisions, but at the time they don't feel like they mean anything. Personally, I chose the comedy response to everything, so I was like, it doesn't matter. I'm looking at the responses like, what's the difference? Who cares? That is going to be different if you personally feel like you want to build the connection between each individual character on your team. Finally, I just want to finish on the final thing, which is the incredibly slow pacing. The combat, which I did mention in my previous video, 3 reasons why you should play Dragon Age Veilguard, is the best thing in the entire game. The combat is the only reason I stuck with it for 14 hours of story content. It is the only reason, because the dialogue, the story, and the slow, incredibly slow pacing of the game is insane to me. Like I said, the 1st and 3rd and the 11th and 14th chapter, insane, so much fun and worth your time. But everything in between seemed irrelevant. Like, I understand you're trying to build an essence into this world to try and draw you in, but I didn't care. I didn't care about the poor fisherman that can't get his fish because of the blight has affected the town. I want deeper stuff. I want the gods that we're meant to be fighting. It's just slow, and I can't say I liked it at all. Anyway, that's Dragon Age the Veilguard, and that's 3 reasons why I think you should just give it a miss. It's alright, get on the next train, not relevant, but that's it. But however, I do sit in between here, so I do have a list of 3 reasons why I did enjoy the game. They're in this video just down below, so make sure you check that one out. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz, and I'll see you in the next one. See you later.